Hello guys, welcome back. So if you go back to my yesterday's video, I was referring about the volume clusters which has happened at 51,510 to 540 levels, and for any kind of further up move, Bank Nifty needs to escape around these volume clusters and 51,700 levels, which is again the volume clusters from day before yesterday. So I was also referring you that yesterday there was a strong value around 51,360 levels, and if at all there is going to be a moderate gap up or gap down, there is going to be a prices will rush towards this area. But today what happened, it's more or less the flat opening, and it has tested whatever the POC which I was referring to yesterday at 51,360 levels, and in the next 30 minutes immediately it went all the way above 51,700 levels, and then it made a high of 51,900 in the third candle, and it made a failed auction in third candle, and prices have closed below volume clusters. If you focus here, there is a strong volume cluster. Some passive sellers are coming in around 51,845 levels. So once the prices closes below volume clusters and you have a failed auction, it is going to give some kind of resistance for at least some period of time. So yesterday I was referring you that it's going to be a sideways market even if there is going to be a breakout of 51,700 levels. The reason is again the strong value. So what happens basically is, think about this guys, yesterday there was a strong sellers and buyers who have traded around 51,360 levels. So today when the prices went up crossing the volume clusters at 51,540 levels or 700 levels. So what happens is the sellers who have traded around 51,360 levels, they find higher prices to short it again. So to counter these shorts, whoever are shorting, the buyers have to buy it strongly. So that is what happens. So both people, they are meeting each other, and if the buyers are not that strong, the prices goes into a sideways market. And because yesterday the value is so strong, it's not going to be that easy that buyers will overcome in a single go. So that's the reason. If you look at today, there was a strong sideways market, and pullback itself is all the way down to 51,456 levels, just above the value area of yesterday. If it would have got accepted below 51,000, let's say 420 to 400 levels, then easily you would have seen the low 51,270, and this low itself is good possibility because this itself is a ledge. So these ledges get revisited most often with 60 to 70% probability. So for tomorrow, what you should be looking for, today also there is a strong value at 51,670 levels. Tomorrow also, if at all there is going to be a gap up, moderate gap up just below, let's say 51,200 levels, the prices will again rush towards 51,700 levels, saying that it should not sustain above 52,400 to 52,500 levels on 30 minutes or 1 hour. The reason is, if you look at, this is where a strong selling tail is there. So if at all, if it sustains above 52,500 levels for 30 minutes or 1 hour maximum, there is going to be a up move, which is less likely again. So any gap up, it is going to, prices will rush towards this, and this value area might get covered, and you will see most probably it will also come down to 51,270 levels. So yesterday I was also warning about the previous lows in Bank Nifty are still intact. Unless the prices closes below 50,700 levels, it's going to be a buy on dip. So this is with Bank Nifty guys. So coming to Nifty guys, Nifty, its bit of difference is there. So what happened here, yesterday I was speaking about, there is a good possibility of 41,100 in a day or two. Today if you look at, there is some kind of buying pressure, but I don't think this is going to sustain. The buyers are going to unwind at some point of time. So you need to watch for how price reacts around 24,740 levels. So it's less likely prices will sustain about this on 30 minutes or 1 hour. So sellers are going to come down again, and there could be a small pullback towards 24,600, but then the main trend itself is still down. So coming to daily analysis, today Nifty has opened outside the value area of yesterday. The gray area, whatever you are looking, is the value area, and it has opened outside value area but inside the range. So what this tells you is that unless the prices gets accepted inside the value area, it's going to be a down move. If you focus on order flow, what happened is, as Nifty is coming down, what happened, it's because purely of aggressiveness. If you focus on left side, there are strong volumes on left side, but at the same time on right side, guys, all the way from 24,460 levels, which is around yesterday's low, there is not much of strong volumes which is comparative to left side. So that indicated there is no passive selling in the market. So that indicated that there is going to be a strong pullback is going to be there, which happened immediately, almost immediately. But at the same time, even the price is going up also, there is a strong aggressive buying, because indicated by 1.5k strong buying is there, but left side there is not much of strong buying. So the passive buyers are not there in the market. So that indicated that again there could be a pullback. So for any kind of trades here, it's going to be very tricky, because unless prices should have got accepted few points above this, so 24,540 is the base high. If Nifty would have sustained about 24,550 to 555 levels, then we might have seen PPOC, and you might have seen the balance high, which is around 24,620 levels, and the value area high would have been very much possible. But whatever the volume clusters are there in the first 30 minutes high, they acted as very good resistance, and the value area also acted as good resistance. So there was a strong pullback all the way down to 24,405 levels, and again the volume clusters in the first 30 minutes itself, they acted as a good support. So it was a strong sideways market. Nowhere Nifty has broken the first 1 hour range, and the value itself is lower low, price closing below the yesterday's value. POC itself is lower low, all the things indicating that the bearishness still is there in the market, and narrow value itself indicates that there is going to be a strong moves in the coming days. For tomorrow, what you should be watch for these volume clusters, guys. 24,530 levels is where strong volume clusters are there. So if at all Nifty sustains on 30 minutes, guys, 24,550 levels, any close above this, it should generally lead towards 24,620 and 24,650, which is a value area high, and the poor high at 24,675 is also very much possible. Unless that happens, it's going to be a sell on race. So there is a good possibility of another gap down, or if this volume cluster stands the prices again, there is going to be a strong down move towards 24,100 levels. So the first target will be 24,245 levels, and the second target will be 24,160 levels. There is a good possibility of further down move all the way down to 23,900, which will be the last target which I am keeping here. At some point of time around this area, 23,900 to 24,100 levels, there is a possibility of buyers trying to take control. You need to be very careful. If you are keen on learning order flow and market profile, you can click on the playlist which I am attaching at the end of this video. Thank you. Have a nice day, guys.